What about it, Mom?
Around here, everybody thinks their ice cream stand is the best ice cream stand. But for people who really like root beer, and some other things too, this is the place they make their stand. 2, please. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Sitting down over a couple of mugs with Eric Burrows, you realize something pretty quickly. He's not just the current owner of the root beer stand in Sharonville, he's a protector of the past.
One thing that makes us special, aside from the best root beer you'll ever have, is that we try to keep that pastime alive. The recipe for the chili that was created by the original owner, the root beer that was made the exact same way as in 1957 when we opened.
That's not to say there aren't some newer things. Online ordering, the carport counter with outdoor seating, even a partnership with Sonder Brewing for serving up actual beer. But if you really want to get to the root of why folks come here, it's those traditions. And in some cases, they run deep.
All the water we use comes from a well. Now that water has a unique mineral makeup that you don't have through city water. So it gives it a unique flavor. The well is right on the side of the building. We have a pump that works inside. The well is close to 200 feet deep. It comes through our system. We run it through some filtration. We get it tested every month by the EPA. It's just one of those extra little things that makes us a little different.
So you can belly up to the bar for a root beer or get yourself something good to eat. But when a place has been around more than 60 years, the food isn't the only reason people come here to hang their hat.
So one truck driver stops in, and he was a regular whenever he came through this area. He accidentally left his hat. The owner at the time took his hat and said, "Oh, I know him. I'm gonna take his hat. I'm gonna hang it right here on this doorway to make sure I remember to give it to him when he comes back."
And then, as the story goes, a driver from a rival company came in and decided his hat should be up there too. And so on, and so on. Companies and colleges, caps of all kinds. New ones go up, old ones cycle through, but one in particular will always have a spot.
A gentleman that comes in all the time, when he was younger, he went overseas into combat, and he came back and left us his hat, and he actually has a note that he's written, and he leaves it inside the hat, and I've never read it, but he gets it out, he looks at it, he puts it back in, hangs it back up.
More than growlers of grog and ice cream cones and cheese conies, for Eric Burrows, the root beer stand stands for community.
I get stories every day, every year. My grandpa took me here. He's no longer with us. My mom brought me here after T-ball. I came here after my dance recital.
And even if Sharonville isn't your community, he still thinks there are some pretty good reasons to stop by.
Smiling faces, warm sunshine beating down on you, cold root beer. It really is something unique that you're not going to find anywhere else in the city.
And the root beer stand opens for the season tomorrow. Now, I know a lot of them open today. Zip Dip opens today.
Loveland Dairy Whip opens today.
Dairy Whip opens today.
Yeah.
It'll be a little rough with the rain. So tomorrow, hopefully, everybody will have a nice day to sell some ice cream.
Well, at least it looks better weather-wise for the Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
I really want to taste the root beer now because of the well water. Like that does make sense that would make it a little bit different.
And my first time going out there was last year, and I'm so glad I did because I love the root beer. But then also the cheese coney. I think I told you this earlier. He's got a laminated card with the original recipe from the original owner back in 1957.
That's awesome.
He's the only one that gets to see it, and that's how they make the chili to this day.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great. That's a big responsibility.